Since August, a group of people in Salado have been pushing for the disannexation of the village's Mill Creek neighborhood. After it didn't pass at the polls yesterday, Channel 6 News reporter Kurtis Quillin asked the group what's next. He joins us now in our newsroom with the answer. Curtis?
Hey there, Chris. After months of campaigning and petitioning, the measure finally went to a vote yesterday, but it fell by almost 600 votes, only receiving 14% of the support from voters. Now the group says they'll turn to other options.
It was a long shot. It was the only option that we had.
August 18th, 2016. It was that night at a Board of Aldermen meeting in Salado that would be a talking point around town for months. That evening, a group of people who later named themselves Salado Fed Up filed their first petition to disannex the Mill Creek portion of Salado. There were multiple reasons, but two stood out. The group was asking for transparency in the village government and wanted more information on a sewer system plan that they felt was flawed.
We would have liked to have just worked on the issues, but again, disannexation was one of the other options that were available to us to try to get around getting in a candidate's race.
Over the phone Saturday night, Newman called the result of the election, quote, brutal.
That was a pretty brutal beatdown.
When the polls closed and the final numbers were tallied, 700 people had voted against the petition, while just a little more than 100 supported it. After seeing just how broad the margin was, Newman says it's time to start focusing on addressing the issues.
It was just so soundly defeated now that I don't think that's going to come back now. I really don't.
It will be somewhere between $12,000 and $15,000 just in legal fees.
The village, though, is moving forward. After seeing the vote totals, Mayor Skip Blancett agrees there's a group who disagrees with the board, but he asks everyone to keep their eyes on the end result to come. And to him, 700 people have shown that they're doing just that.
By them being reelected, that people are pretty much in agreement with what the Board of Aldermen is trying to do.
But that doesn't mean Newman and Salado Fed Up are done asking questions.
We need to point out the facts.
Mayor Blancett says when it comes to the issues of transparency, they've spent a lot of time recently in negotiations and discussing personnel issues. Now, when those things happen, they go into an executive session. As for the sewer plans, they won't have details for it for a while. But when I met with the mayor today, he says they're hopeful to get working on it very soon. Chris?